Okay, it is time for the final book review of 2021. This is Hell of a Book by Jason Mott. So, see a little sticker right there? Large print. This was out of stock at, I ordered it through Bookshop, which I use through like our local bookstore. P.S. I always forget to do this. Subscribe to this channel if you like book reviews. I'm terrible at doing the YouTube stuff, but I love doing this channel and I love to see it grow. My goal was to have 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm at like 114, and I'm fucking jazzed about it. So, back to the story here. So, it was out of print pretty much everywhere. I ordered the large print, and when I got it, I kind of like rolled my eyes. I was like, I feel like I'm being pandered to, like a child. But then, lo and behold, I had a bad case of dry eye, and my eye was all messed up. And so I'm sitting here reading, it's like, thank God for this large font. So, I'm here to say, if you prefer a large font, it's available in large font. This was published 2021. This is his fourth novel. I guess his first one seemed to be the hit. You know, not seeing how far this one has traveled yet, but that was called The Returned, and then got turned into a series called The Resurrected. Let me check my notes here. The Resurrected. And so he also, one note on Jason Mott that I found interesting, before going on to University of North Carolina at Wilmington, he went to Cape Fear Community College. So yes, real college. Just made me think of Simpsons. Obviously there's the main Cape Fear movie, but it made me think of Simpsons. So back to the book. I don't know if I've even talked about the book really at all. I will say when it started, I wasn't super feeling it, and then it grew on me a lot. So it felt like it was almost too simple of a story, then I realized like, oh no, there's more to it. And so like not the heaviest hitter of a book. It speaks on race, and there's parts that are definitely weighty, that hit, and you're like, this is I'm absorbing a lot right now. And it was fantastic. There was also just a lot of just easygoing novel writing, and that was great. It was eye problems aside, it was just a delight to read. But for some reason, like, it got a little bit, I don't know, redundant on the character. The character was the author and stuff, and the name of the book that he was like touring and was Hell of a Book, and so everyone's just, it was a hell of a book. It's hell of a book, and it's just like, God damn, I'm tired of that line being used. And like, I guess it's maybe to express that the author feels that way, but it's like, dude, you wrote the book. Like, you knew when you publish something like that is basically a description of a book. People will use that description always. And so that got a little bit redundant, and it made it feel like the writing was redundant. But then as I got further into it, I appreciated overall what it was more. I will say, in the novels I read this year, on favorite to least favorite, right in that middle area. Not crazy, not opposed to it by any means. Probably not one I would recommend a lot. Maybe if someone said they had liked a couple other books along the lines that, hey, did you hear about this one? So I was trying to kind of look through any books that were seeming to get like a lot of chatter from 2021 as I kind of closed out the year. So that's also why I brought in last review, The Weightless World. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like, I almost feels like it could have been like one layer more complex. Like, and not that it needed to be. I like that it was a very approachable story, and I think that it makes it a little bit more universal. And sometimes, especially in the last couple of years, there's so much writing on race that it can just feel like, okay, I'm gonna sit down for a heavy one on race. And like, it's a heavy topic, but every book doesn't have to knock you down or to be like make you feel depressed per se. It was a joy to read. It just felt like it was on that cusp of like could have been great, and it was still very good, and it's still like getting tons of awards and all that. And maybe I'm a simpleton, and there's layers that I just missed. But yeah, I'd be curious if you've read any other books of his. I couldn't find a lot of like review or like, I don't know, not much stuff on the middle two books. But if you've read any other Jason Mott, what do you think of his writing, and how does Hell of a Book kind of stack up within that? So on that note, thank you for watching. I don't know how many reviews turned out this year. My goal was to do 50 and have 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I've blown away both, and I'm very happy with that. So I do have some kind of best books of 2021 coming to you. But yeah, I appreciate the support. And 2022, gonna be a lot more going on the channel. A big chunk of ice just fell outside my window. But yeah, coming into 2022, other questions. It's gonna be a stacked comment section. Actually, no, we're gonna save this question for another one, and I'm not gonna edit this out. So have a good day.